The next tactic is to come up with a way of flagging important emails, because there's no hierarchy in your inbox. There's all the emails grouped together, and it's hard to figure out which ones you actually should focus on. Originally, my approach was to use the different colored stars in Gmail, where the really important ones I would use a blue star, and the slightly less important ones are just a yellow star. And at one point I had 7 different stars and I forgot what they meant. And it became a little bit hard because even with this, say at the moment I've got 31 starred emails, it's hard to figure out what is the first one that I should look at. And so I ended up actually making my own system where it's a Google Sheet and it pulls in my email from Gmail. And then it actually ranks them. It has a priority score for each one. And that score is calculated based on some settings that, depending on what type of labels it has and whether they're a priority sender, whether it has been a long time since the email was sent, it's going to then score them differently. That means I can actually look here and I can trust that this one on row 2 is probably the most important email for me to take action on immediately. And that rather than having the decision fatigue of what I should do first, I can go in this order where the ones that have the higher score I'll look at first, and the ones down the bottom where they're scored with 0 or even -30, I can do those ones later. You can come up with your own way. Every email client has some way of flagging emails, so I'd encourage you to use it. I really like the Google Sheet because it reduces the dopamine hit, because it's very boring looking at this sheet, but it's also very productive.